Hello. Well, this is my first live, and it's kind of an interesting day because today is election day, and I'm not into politics that much. So people say it's all about the choice you make today is um, a very important one because you're gonna choose someone to lead us for the next 4 years, and one's good and one's bad. I can't tell you. I don't know. I'm gonna go vote later. You should too. But if you don't choose to, that is also your right not to. But if you don't vote, don't complain. Tomorrow, although you still have the right to complain, but yeah, I don't care who you vote for. I'm not telling you who to vote for, uh, but you should. And you should vote because of what you believe in or for some reason. Don't just go out and vote and just pick stuff. You could actually pull up your phone and right there in the voting booth and look at the names, Google them real quick. Nobody's rushing you. Yeah. So do it that way. If you don't already have somebody you want to vote for. I don't know what state you're in. Don't even know if you're in the country. If you're watching this from somewhere else. But it's gonna be pretty interesting later. I'll have my popcorn. I'll be sitting out there watching. I might be watching from the BH2 office. And you guys could join me. Yeah. My thoughts on this though is, I'm not even gonna say that. I think it's pretty close. Whoever you're voting for, whoever you're rooting for, might not win. And guess what? Life still goes on, man. You're gonna wake up You're gonna go to work if you have a job. Thank God I'm in IT. I I don't, I'm not in one of those office space where I gotta uh, deal with the comments and nah. I'm in the IT office, and believe it or not, uh, there's two of us in this office, and we're on opposite sides. We're on opposite sides. So it's still interested in the office. Well, it's still an interesting thing. We're trying to convince each other not to go vote. I tell him, don't go vote. Sit this one out. Of course, he's on the opposite side. And he tried to convince me to switch over to his side, which I would if it made sense. At one point, I I was thinking about just sitting it out because the person in my party was, yeah. But then it turned around, you know? A little bit different than what we expected. But it turned around. Yeah, but today's a pretty interesting day, man. If you're out of your job and you get the time to go vote, go do it. And don't take it that damn serious. I see people make it so awkward with each other that they come into blows. Why? Nobody in the White House is actually fighting each other. They actually have parties where they go to, and they go enjoy drinks, dinners. When they're on the road, they talk on the crap though. And then people get all wild up and want to fight and beat each other up for what? Politics? Look, a lot of that stuff that they say, they're not doing it. It's not gonna get done. Not because they don't want to do it, because there's hundreds of people there and most of them gotta agree to do it. And if they don't agree, it's not getting done. Simple. They don't agree and it's not getting done. So all these promises that they're making, sometimes they don't really have control over it. So it's disappointing, but that's how it happens. One thing I think they should be doing, and again, I'm IT, I'm not a politician, but stop replacing stuff that other people do. Grab it, look at it, tear out the bad side of it, and fix it, make it better. Yeah, make it better. If you're building a house and you lose the job, you lost the job and another contractor came in, he's not gonna knock the house down and replace the foundation just to start building another house, right? He's not gonna do that. He's gonna come on, he's gonna look for your faults on the building. Maybe it's a beam that needs to be replaced or a wall, and they're not that down, and they'll start again. And they continue. But if every time a contractor get kicked off the job and he comes in and start building a house all over from scratch, it'll never get done. And that's a crazy notion, to think that every time there's a new party, they should go ahead and just replace what the previous party did. That's just crazy. Nothing will get done. And then guess who get stuck with the bag? We do. Right? Yeah. So yeah, that's crazy. But I'm actually happy today is the last day of this thing. Because one, I'm tired of getting all that damn text messages. Good Lord. The calls, the messages, the sticking up the damn things in my doors. Politicians are worse than freaking paparazzi. These people that work for them, at least. You go to the mall, you can't get in the mall. They're out there trying to convince you that their party's better and their guy's better, and like you can't think for yourself. You know, like you can't see what they're doing. You know? Yeah, it's crazy. It's a crazy thing, this politics. But you know, the part I don't get is the guys in the lower part of the whole politics scheme. Like your local city commissioners and fighting so hard to get in there. And some places, and most places, they don't make any money. It's not like they make a whole lot of money doing this. And then you're wondering, if they don't make a lot of money doing that, why are they so determined to be in there? I know some people it's power and all of that stuff, but these people get to decide what's built in your city, who gets to build it, and things like that. Now, some of these people are crooked, and they're talking to people on the side, and they're getting their money elsewhere. You don't have to agree. You don't have to agree. But just look up the ones that got caught and what they got caught for. All right? I think I'm burned. I think I need to lower this and not show off for you. Yeah. But a lot of these people, they're fighting so hard to get in there. They don't make no money. Some of these cities, these commissioners make less than $1,000 a month. A month. Now, why do they fight so hard to get in there? Yeah, think about that one. Yeah. But anyway, this is not to promote anybody or any party. I'm just saying, you should go out and do it today. If you haven't done it yet, go out, vote, and let your vote count. And don't just go and pick things on the ballot, because I know, and a lot of people are guilty of that. They go in the voting booth and they only know two people on the ballot. They only know two people on the ballot, and those are the presidential candidates. But there's a whole bunch more. It's not just the two people at the top of the ticket. You got most places until 7 tonight, and you gotta go out there and vote. So you have time. You have time to Google and figure out the people on the ballot that's below the president. They're the presidential candidates. Some of these people are your judges. Then there's amendments that you need to vote on. In my state, they want to legalize marijuana. And I'm not a smoker. I don't care much for marijuana. Yeah, in my home country, where I was born, I used to see it on side of the street growing up, in the backyard. People use it to make tea. My grandma used to make tea with that stuff. But I don't care for it. I don't smoke. But there's people out there that do. And if they want to be able to smoke, they should be able to smoke. They're adults. They want to smoke. They should have regulation on it, just like they do with cigarettes and beer. And they should have the right to smoke without going to jail. People going to jail for a blunt? Come on. And at the same time, people are drinking and getting drunk and driving and killing people. So how is beer and countless other stuff out there okay, but the people that want to smoke a joint in their private homes can't? They should be able to. That's their right. It doesn't take away the right of other people like me or you that don't want to smoke. Remember, they can't smoke in your restaurants or your government building, or there's places they can't smoke anyway. So, let them smoke without going to jail for a joint. And if you want to look at the positive side of it, you can take some of the sting out of the illegal business. I know. Just think about it. Who's gonna walk down the street, dark alley, to go buy a bag or whatever they sell it in, when they could just walk in a store, dispensary, and get it without the risk of getting killed or robbed? You know, you're taking away the power of the legal sales, and you're putting the sales tax, because they're gonna tax the hell out of it. You're putting that back into the government. You can help that money can help to repair the infrastructure, roads, pipes, drainage. Because when it rains, good Lord, some of these places you can't drive through. The other day they had this flood down here. They said it's once in 1,000 years that it came, that it will come through. But it did. It came. And you should have seen cars stuck, flooded. At the time I was in my Yukon, 22 inches wheels, and the water was on the hood. Now imagine somebody in a regular family car. It's a problem. So yeah, good stuff come out of some of this. There's other amendments on it too. Woman's right to choose, regardless on the side you stand. People should have the right to choose. Just like I have the right to say whatever I want to say, do whatever I want to do. Give them the right to make their own decision. Who's going to regret the decision if it's a bad decision? Not you or me. It's that person. what we have to do with all of this is make sure that you protect underage people, kids. You protect them. Whatever you do, whatever new policies come out, we got to make sure that they're protected. That's what we got to do. But let adults be adults, and let adults have their own choice. I mean, choose what somebody study. We don't choose what they have for breakfast. Oh, you shouldn't choose what doctor they go to or what they go do with their damn self. Let them do it. So go out there and vote. Let your voice count. And then tomorrow, you join in the celebration, or join in the regrets, or you move. There's a lot of people saying they're moving out the country if a certain party wins. We know it's BS. You ain't moving out the country. Because I tell you what, a lot of these people talking all that stuff about moving out the country, most of them haven't been in some of these countries where you don't have that right. This whole right we have here that we take for granted, this right that we have to say what we want to, and do what we want to. You have never been, some of them, not everyone, but they've never been to some of these countries where they don't have the right to say or do some of these things. Now, there's countries where in election day, there's a guy that showed up with the ballot, and there's another guy that's in uniform. And if you think I'm BSing, just look, just go Google it. All right? And they're voting for you. Pretty much. Even though you get to mark the ballot, they're watching. And they're making sure that you know who they want you to vote for. So pretty much they are voting for you. Now, yeah. So, oh yeah, this is a nice workout, by the way. Getting the cardio in. Yeah. So, don't take elections for granted. It's the right. It's the right that you have, and you should let it count. Go out and vote. You have until 10 in some places, 7 in most places. Well, go do it. Your job will let you. Most jobs will give you an hour or two. Go do it before you get to work. You're working late. But do it. Go out and do it. And I'm gonna stop preaching to you right now. But yeah. I'm gonna be watching it later. I don't know. Might want you to come out and watch with me from the BH2 office. So I'll come on. My buddy Romeo will be there. We'll be watching with popcorn. Get your popcorn and come out and watch. See ya.